What's up YouTube, it's ProCityGaming and I'm back with some more from the depths. So, you'll notice that I'm inside the control center of a ship, and you'd be correct if that was what you noticed. And this is a ship on the Steam Workshop made by Trigger Happy 1. I reviewed another one of his ships, it was great, along with this one. And it's called the Konigsberg Cruiser, I believe that's how you say it. And so yes, he's got his lookout area up here. It's got a great view, almost 360 degrees. And then, if I can walk, having a little bit of trouble here, there's a tower up here which I can never seem to make it up with my actual person's body, so I'll just use the camera. And yes, you have a 360 degree design view, just like something you'd have on a watchtower of a normal ship. Well, this is a normal ship. What am I even talking about? So, since we're in the camera, we might as well look around with it. So this is the front view. It looks really cool from the front. If I saw anything even close to this coming at me, I would just get out of there. I mean, this thing looks pretty dang badass. Hold on a second. Is that the front? Yes, it is the front. Okay. Disregard that. This is the front. It's got a triple barrel large cannon. Lots of gauge increases, lots of auto loaders. This thing's gonna fire pretty fast and with a lot of power. So going around the side, we have a little balcony with some auto cannons, some radar systems, some more AI stuff, smokestacks, which I have added. These aren't going to be here when you download off the Steam Workshop. I just added some repair bots because I just like a lot of repair bots. Some air defense missile launchers, some water missile launchers. These things do tons of damage. These things wreck ships. It's on both sides, and even if the ship's over there, these ones will go all the way around and start blowing it up too. It's just going to take holes in the side of the hulls, and these things, they sink ships. Like, you never really see a ship sink, but that's because every material pretty much except for lead and metal floats on its own. Yeah, these things do so much damage against lead and metal that the ships actually sink. So that's really cool to watch. Here's another missile launcher. These ones are missile launchers that go up and kind of swoop back down and blow you up from the top. More auto cannons. A smaller cannon. Not really sure the purpose of that, but this is a replica of a real life ship. Here's some large triple barrel cannons, 2 of them. Long barrels for great accuracy, and as you'll see, there's different types of barrels, and each barrel has a different purpose. I think those are motor driven barrels and recoil barrels up here. I'm not really sure exactly, I might have it backwards. I think the recoil is right here and the motor driven are up here. And the motor driven, if you're kind of wondering, it basically makes the missiles go with more power. Like, aside from the gauge increase, it makes them shoot in a straighter line instead of having to get a big arc. So that's what that does. That's basically everything above deck. Now let's go back to our player and look below deck. So let's go. Close the door behind me. Let us jump down. That's up. Down. Here we go. So this is one deck level. I'm gonna go down one more. This is where our missile launchers are. And back here's an empty room. Here's another big room. Nothing really back there. A lot of space to do whatever you want with. I really like that. Because I download these ships and I kind of upgrade them a little bit, but I try to keep it true to its original design. So there's kind of hidden steps down here. Got some armor plating to protect these stabilizers. And then if we go this direction, there's a lot of AI. I guess you could call that wiring. It connects things, but it doesn't really look like wiring. Here's one engine. Ammo and gas producers, fuel producers, whatever you want to call it. Another engine. Great on efficiency. Some AI stuff. More stabilizers. A lot of armor in the sides, heavy metal blocks. These things, it's got a lot of durability because instead of being a single block, it's actually a beam. I jump down here. Here's the main AI for an entire ship, covered by 3 or more layers of armor. It's a lot. This thing's well designed. Let me tell you that. If you'll go down these side hallways, you'll find your first ammo supply, kind of near the middle of the ship, protected by lots of layers of armor. And on the opposite side of the ship, I'm going to show you guys that here's your full fuel supply, and here's your second ammo supply. So if one blows up, you're not going to be completely defenseless without an ammo supply, because you got 2 of them. Same thing for the engines. They're separated, so they won't get blown up at the same time. And yes, hopefully the second engine will be repaired by the time the first engine, well, let me say that again. The first engine blows up and gets destroyed, not usable basically. Then hopefully the second engine will take and pick up the slack, and by the time the second engine possibly gets destroyed, the first engine should probably already be repaired, depending on how difficult and how many enemies you're against. Actually, instead of trying to fight my way up these steps, I'm going to stay right here, because quite frankly I always get killed by like some random missile that kills me when I'm up here. So let's quickly spawn in some enemies for this ship to fight. So let's do 1 ship and 1 plane. That's basically my testing thing. That's what I do to test stuff. 1 ship, 1 plane. I like to see if they have good air defense and good water defense. So as we're seeing, there's lots of firepower going down range. Like we're tipping because of all the recoil of everything coming at us. We seem to be only engaging the airplane, which is not going to last a long time. As you'll see, it is already going down. It might actually run into our ship, which would not be good, but dang. That quickly, guys, the ship is dead. This thing is just as good against air defenses as it is against boats. So the ship is still fighting. It thinks it can hurt us, but no. Just no. Why don't we just blow you up again? See how you like that? Is he still fighting? Gosh, dang. Just wait a couple minutes, he'll be shredded to nothing. He already is shredded to nothing. How is he still fighting? And then we got this little guy with his little cannon that just got blown up. Sorry, buddy. Not working out too well for you. I mean, guys, that was too easy. Let's spawn in the hardest airplane in the game, I believe, the Hawker. Let's spawn in one of these. See how long it takes for that. So we got our Hawker. It's going in for a little dive bomb. I don't know why it has 2 radar beams coming out. It's shooting its missiles. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna take out this boat. Watch this. You guys suck. No. It doesn't realize that this opponent is so great. Something slow motion. Oh, blew up the ship. Yeah, he's already taken damage, guys. Nothing stands a chance against this boat. It's big, but it's not just big with a bunch of armor. It's got a ton of firepower. Well-placed cannons, well-placed everything, trigger happy. You did a great job building this. And you can download it off the workshop, and I'll put a link in the description. So, it's raining. But as soon as this airplane hits the water, I'm going to end the video. So, it'll happen pretty soon, don't worry. I won't make you wait too long. Keep hitting the wrong button for some reason. As you can see, there's a lot of blocks falling off. It's losing altitude. That's why it has an angle up, because it's trying to compensate for loss of power. But it's just taking too much damage, guys. It's falling out of the sky. And this thing would go down way faster if it wasn't spreading its firepower between that boat and the airplane. Let's take a look at it. What's going on? Ooh, that was a good hit. Its engine. Why would it place its engine on the underside? That's how it's gonna get destroyed. That's not very smart. There's a lot of missiles going by. Just saw an explosion. I don't know why, but a lot of the missiles like to bounce off, and I don't like that too much, but it's whatever. These rockets are blowing it up. blew up a block under that cannon. If you're wondering why it just disappeared, that's why. Slowly lowering, and unfortunately for it, it's going to land pretty close to our boat, to where those water rockets will be able to destroy it very quickly. So the engine does seem to be quite destroyed, and there's so much damage done to this airplane that the missiles are actually going through it, and the engine's destroyed, guys. That's it. So that's it for this. Once again, this was built by Trigger Happy, and you find it on the Steam Workshop. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.